Welcome back! If you're trying to decide whether this episode deserves your time, here's a detailed review without revealing any major spoilers. The episode opens with a completely ridiculous but funny moment involving Ross and a strange hat. According to him, the hat was once used for experiments, and he jokingly blames it for his inability to have children. It's an absurd way to begin the episode, but it immediately sets the tone for the kind of humor you'll be getting. Random, exaggerated, and full of classic sitcom-style comedy. From there, the gang starts talking about hats becoming fashionable again. They become surprisingly excited about something so ordinary, and their over-the-top enthusiasm creates a few entertaining moments. These early scenes are lighthearted and fun, even though they don't contribute much to the overall story. The main plot begins once everyone reaches the beach. Instead of enjoying a relaxing getaway, they discover that the area has been affected by what looks like flood damage. Sand is everywhere, things are messy, and their plans instantly start falling apart. This setup had the potential to create an interesting adventure, but the episode mostly uses it as a backdrop for jokes rather than meaningful storytelling. As the episode continues, the focus shifts to a strange game in which one person is expected to take it like a man. What starts as harmless fun quickly turns into a source of frustration. Not everyone wants to participate, disagreements begin, and before long the group is shouting at each other. The escalating chaos is meant to be the episode's biggest comedic highlight. Some viewers may enjoy the loud arguments and exaggerated reactions because they fit the sitcom's style perfectly. However, others may find that the joke goes on for too long. Instead of building toward a satisfying payoff, the episode keeps repeating the same style of humor until it eventually loses some of its impact. One of the strengths of the episode is the chemistry between the main characters. Even when the story itself isn't particularly exciting, the cast manages to deliver a few genuinely funny exchanges. Their expressions, timing, and reactions help keep the episode entertaining, even during weaker scenes. Unfortunately, the biggest weakness is the lack of meaningful progression. The strange hat joke is quickly forgotten. The beach setting never becomes as important as it first appears. And the central conflict doesn't really change the relationships between the characters. By the end, it feels like everything has returned to normal, making the episode seem more like filler than an important chapter in the series. That doesn't mean the episode is bad. It still offers a handful of laughs and captures the familiar energy that fans of the show enjoy. If you're watching the entire series from beginning to end, it's a perfectly fine episode to sit through. But if you're only interested in episodes that move the story forward or contain memorable character moments, this one probably won't leave a lasting impression. Overall, this episode focuses much more on silly comedy than on storytelling. There are amusing moments, a few clever jokes, and plenty of chaotic interactions, but very little actually happens that affects the larger narrative. Final verdict: this is an average episode with a few funny scenes but no major plot development. It's entertaining enough if you're in the mood for light comedy, but if you're short on time, it's also one of the easier episodes to skip. Rating: 6 out of 10.